I appreciate it.
All right,
You helped
awesome.
make it one to David.
We are
Thank you.
out here, Stockton Blind Alliance, in front of Community Center for the Blind and
That
Visually
one I have
Impaired,
staples on so I can.
located at 2453 Grand Canal Boulevard, Suite number 5, Stockton, California. And another weekly protest in hopes to provoke change from within. Uh, as it pertains to the administration and the poor treatment of clients and staff.
I dropped
And
it.
we'll be here for the next
The fun
hour and a half. So
CCBVI. That's a good one
if
for
you are in the
recycling.
area and you're free,
All right.
feel free to come on out and lend your voice. A small group this morning. Some others have had to go back to work
Nothing about us without us.
due to the beginning of the school year starting. Some work in the school districts and
Oh, you got the blind center toxic environment.
other things
Yes.
around along those lines.
Oh no, you're a great person
So-
to have that one.
Okay, I'll shake my fist and
Hope everybody
I
out there is
I like
having
the
a good
most
morning.
offensive
It's
ones to be out there first. And
beautiful
then if we have
morning out
takers
here.
for the other one.
before the temperature raises up to the 100s. Otherwise, around like 34, 35 degrees Celsius.
I don't
And,
know how they can justify the blind center not being accessible to the blind.
Yeah.
It's truly
It's criminal. I mean,
unbelievable.
it is.
and what's worse is it's a place that essentially exploits and emotionally slaughters the people that their mission says that they're here to serve.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Blind respect you never showed. Tell her why to hit the road.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Have to be more pointed these days.
Yes. I think I'll start with that one. Are we streaming?
Yep. I started it because Facebook has this thing where if it's 10 minutes, after 10
No
minutes.
problem. We are Stockton Blind Alliance. We are here again for our 14th protest in front of Community Center for the Blind at 2453 Grand Canal Boulevard, Suite number 5.
The bad guys.
We need your help because they are still ignoring us. They are not listening. They refuse to change. They refuse to let the blind be a part of the process here. We are calling for change. We are calling for the resignation of the board president and the executive director. We want anyone who doesn't agree with this to leave with them, and we want the blind to be an integral part of what goes on at the center. We want the blind to be allowed inside the center, to use this center for the purpose it is intended for, which is the edification, support, and equal treatment for the blind.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's what we want.
Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. 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 Be open.
Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go?
Hey, fellow agitator, do you want to sign?
I have a sign for you.
Oh, okay.
Which one would you like?
Oh, I don't know.
Listen to the blind? Is that
That's it.
the front one? Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Here you go.
All right.
Now is that?
It's me.
What's
Hey,
your name?
we've got Cisco here.
Cisco. Jennifer, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jennifer.
Thank you for being
Cliff,
here.
if I don't remember, I'll put it
And this is David.
And on
David.
David.
Hey, how are you?
David, Jennifer,
Cliff.
Cliff.
And Lori's on the other side of the screen.
Yes. Hi, Lori.
Hi,
Thank you for
Lori.
your support.
Hey, Lori.
I would have called. I was gonna-
It's all good. I had it on Do Not Disturb, so I'm glad
Tell
you
us
did it.
where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Blind respect you never show. Tell Hirata hit the road. Blind respect you never show.
Tell Hirata hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Hirata hit the road.
Blind
Respect you never show. Tell Hirata hit the road.
They bully, hide, and
Lie.
Defund
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
But
They
bully,
hide and lie. Defund CCBVI.
Don't they have televised meetings of the Stockton Council?
Yes.
Okay.
We
Something we need to get into, huh?
Right. We went and spoke at one. Then we send them comments every week, but they don't read the comments out loud anymore. But we need to revisit that.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. A spokesperson like you should be able to get that message out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went to the Board of Supervisors meeting in May, and Miguel went to the City Council meeting in May.
Yes.
But, you know, we've been contacting them ever since, and they do read the public comments out loud at the Board of Supervisors meeting. But we are planning to go back to the next meeting in person to make comments again. I know the officials say there's not much they can do to this private nonprofit organization because they don't think they're accountable to anybody, but they are accountable to public opinion.
That's
And your
right.
taxes and donations are supporting the programs here, so they need to support the blind.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we have had candidates for positions come out and stand with us. We're hoping to have more. The more people we have out here, the harder we are to ignore.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just thought of another. I just thought of another chant too.
What's that?
All the bullying you've been dishing, turn around and stand by your mission.
Oh, well,
There you go. Why don't you defend your mission?
Yeah. For anybody who's watching this, we do now have a YouTube channel. You can search Stockton Blind Alliance out on YouTube. Be sure to go out there and subscribe, like, and share. And as we continue to grow
Sorry.
the channel and the movement
I'm trying to make sure it's the right
to
way
support
facing out from you.
the blind and visually impaired community in the San Joaquin
The way it
Valley
is the way
and
you
in other
show the
areas.
public, right?
We have some more people
yeah, you
showing
can
up
turn
here.
that around.
Thank you.
And
There you go.
Gotta wait.
All right.
How you
Gotta
doing?
wait.
oh, my youngest, Adam does that. So
Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop.
Let the veil drop.
The exploitation has to stop.
Let the veil drop.
The exploitation
has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit the job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
COVID's no excuse. You need to
Stop the blind abuse. COVID's no excuse.
You
You need to stop the blind abuse. COVID's no excuse. You need to stop the blind abuse. COVID's no excuse. You need to stop the blind abuse.
The blind want more.
Hurry up, unlock the door. The blind want more. Hurry up, unlock the door.
The blind want more.
Hurry up, unlock the door. The blind want more. Hurry up, unlock the door.
We're Stockton Blind Alliance. We're standing up to
Help the clients. Stockton Blind Alliance. We're standing up to help the clients. Stockton Blind Alliance. Standing up to help the clients. Stockton Blind Alliance. Standing up to help the clients.
If you want to help us, if you want to share your stories or hear more about ours of what has been going on here, you can reach us at 209-200-8589. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, Stockton Blind Alliance. We want you to know what's going on so that you can help stand up for the blind. This organization is doing nothing for the betterment of the blind and so much harm. We need your help.
That's right. That's right. Also, you can email StocktonBlindAlliance@gmail.com.
You can also email StocktonBlindAlliance@gmail.com. Thank you. We are out here until 11 a.m. today at 2453 Grand Canal Boulevard. You can come, drive by and honk if you don't have time to stop. Stand with us and make this presence felt. You can contact the Blind Center at board@communitycenterfortheblind.org or 209-466-3836. Let them know they need to listen to the blind. We need to be a part of this organization at every level. They should allow our membership to have a representation on the board of directors, and the executive director and the board president need to go now.
That's right.
Now. Thank you.
Now.
Oh, they're coming together.
It's getting hot around here.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody scatter.
We're not playing like that today. Blind respect you never showed. Tell Harada hit the road.
Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. That's right.
Yeah. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go?
Somebody tell us.
That's right.
Be open, as in open to let the blind use the building that is for the blind. Be open, as in transparent for a change, with appropriate responsiveness and transparency to the public. Let them know when you are having meetings in case they want to take part. We know you don't want to hear from the public. You've made that perfectly clear. But they need to speak to you, and you need to listen to what the community wants. It's supposed to be a community center for the blind.
That's right.
There are no blind being served in there.
No one.
There is no sense of community. It is only a cash cow for Department of Rehabilitation.
That's right.
With a very few virtual services. Why are they renting all this space in this building for thousands of dollars a month to sit in their offices? It's ridiculous. What happened to the money from the sale of our old building that was actually dedicated to and donated for the purpose of housing the blind? That was twice the size, that had plenty of adequate facilities, that many organizations had put funds, care, and love into to make it a great place for the blind. It's gone. And you hid the fact. You kept it a secret. You promised we could go back. You lied.
That's right.
They bully, hide, and lie.
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
Be open.
Be kind.
And
Listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind. And listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind. And listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind. And listen to the blind.
Fix the blind
Center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center.
The blind deserve
Better.
Do it. Come on, you guys.
You're in good company.
Come on, you guys.
Is that Janet?
Blind people have
Janet's
hearts
here.
and they can see with it.
Thank
Come
you.
on,
That's right.
Hey, Janet.
Come on, guys.
Good morning, Janet.
Good morning, love.
How is everybody?
Hey,
Glad to be here.
how you doing?
We're much better now that you're here. We love you.
I love you guys.
Thank you. And it's not only blind people that are abused here. Our
That's
support
right.
Staff, our volunteers, and our community that tries to collaborate have all been abused by this place too.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Anyone with a heart, stand with us and stand against these people. And anyone on this board of directors with a conscience better step forward and call an end to this now.
That's right.
You're streaming live, Janet. Is Janet streaming live?
Oh, Bob is.
What's that?
Everybody.
I don't know what you mean.
Because he's streaming. I don't think she shared it. He's streaming live.
What's that?
Janet?
Oh,
No, she hasn't.
She has it?
Not while I've been streaming.
oh, I know. Okay. I know what you mean.
So Janet says she can share it.
Yeah, this is going out. This is going out to my Twitter. It's going out to the mine and Lori's YouTube channel, the Stockton Blind Alliance page, as well as my personal Facebook page. So we've got it streaming out. And the next time that I'm up here, or if I'm doing it remotely, it'll be able to be live streamed out to the Stockton Blind Alliance YouTube channel as well.
Awesome.
Yep. After today, live streaming will be enabled on there. So.
Channels, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Blind respect you never showed. Tell Harada
Hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road.
Blind respect you never show.
Tell Harada hit the road.
The veil needs to drop. The
exploitation has to stop. The veil needs to drop. The exploitation has to stop.
The veil
Needs to stop. The exploitation has to stop.
The veil
Needs to drop. The exploitation has to stop.
Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
And you should have those out there. Show them these.
Oh, the
Show them what you deal with. That's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to walk with this.
I
You have to talk with this.
That's
You
right,
everything. That is, people don't know that. They can get in their car. They can drive where they want to go. You don't have the ability to do that, many of you. And you need the help.
Yeah.
You need the public.
That's right.
You need these people to pay attention to what's going on, because there's too many people and too many systems not working.
Yeah.
That's right.
They haven't worked. They're gonna work again.
Yeah.
If you make the noise and let them know, the city has got to know.
That's
That's
right.
right.
The state has got to know.
That's right.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Shout it out.
Yeah.
They bully, hide, and
Lie.
lie.
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go?
We want an audit. Where
did the money go?
Fix the blind center.
The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better.
Be open.
Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind.
Be open.
Be kind and listen to the blind.
We have tried to meet with these people for decades, but most recently, since 2018, we have hundreds and hundreds of emails, failed meetings with them. They will not listen. They will not change. And in June of 2021, the board president decided to add a bylaw that she could discard anything she receives that's deemed bullying or harassing without sharing it with the rest of the board, making it obvious that it was a black hole this whole time. The director and the board president control the narrative, and the board has accountability because we have managed to get in front of a few of the other members. We know they know what's going on, and they need to ask questions. They need to get rid of the swamp that is here and start fresh with fresh blood, including actual authentic lived representation of our blind community.
Yes.
We
That's right.
are part of the process at every level in this organization.
Yeah.
We are tired of being sheltered from the fact that we should have. That's right. We have the right to speak up. We have the right to be part of the process. It is supposed to be of the blind, not for the blind, without the blind speaking for themselves. And we are not going to be quiet.
That's right.
We will not be silent, and we will not go away
That's right.
until we get these changes.
Yeah.
Selective enforcement, what they're doing.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
What'd you say, Cliff?
Selective
Columbia's
enforcement.
full of crap.
Selective
No,
enforcement.
you're good. You're good.
I can but I can't hear you. The rest of these people can see you, but they can't hear you. What is going on?
The blind youth are not allowed to be around us because we might infect them with our positive philosophy of blindness. We have other organizations where we manage to make a difference in this community. We are volunteers. They're getting paid here, and they are not providing these services. They are not providing anything to support the blind, and they are only after your dollar. We need someone with a heart.
That's it.
Yes. Hey.
Got it.
Right. They
Yep.
don't want anyone to advocate for themselves. They want people to be content with the crumbs they throw out.
That's right.
To be sniveling and grateful. Anyone with an opinion, a different opinion, or ideas is dangerous. They're marginalized, shut down, harassed, and bullied, threatened and intimidated with loss of services, shown the door. You're constantly reminded that it's an at-will job situation.
Yes,
here.
that's right.
You can be gotten rid of for any reason, and God forbid you be your own person or contribute to the blind community. We are Stockton Blind Alliance. We need your help and support. We want to offer ours to you. If you have been damaged by this place, please come forward and share your story too. They can't ignore us forever, and we're stronger together.
Yes, that's right.
Nothing about us without us.
Nothing about us without us. Nothing about us without us. Nothing about us without us.
We have applied to be on this board of directors and been denied repeatedly. Many of us have worked here and had to quit because of the toxic environment. There has been a mass exodus of staff and clients. They're claiming they're serving 100 people. I know our names are on that list, and we have received nothing for them since at least last summer, if not before. So what are they claiming the numbers for if there's nothing to back them up?
That's right.
Yeah. If someone calls and gets a wrong number and asks, where they can buy blinds for their window, they count that as a service call because they told them it was the wrong number.
Yep. It'll get logged in Salesforce.
Yeah. You're logging in Salesforce. That's right. It's all a sham.
That's
you
right.
need genuine people in charge that care about the blind, that care about the services we're getting. And they need to let the community know the needs. If they're not getting money from Department of Rehabilitation for certain services or programs, then they need to let the community know that we need their help.
That's right.
It's applying to DOR that there's training in Spanish.
Who's here, Hassani? Hello.
Hey, Hassani. Welcome, welcome. Look at this big old crowd we got out here. That's not going away.
No. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went.
We want a new board president. Tell us
where the money went. We want a new board president.
Blind respect you never show. Tell
Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road.
Hey,
welcome. Glad you're here.
Just not every time. Hey. There you go.
Did you need a cane, Robert? I know they're not serving people. Did you need a cane? I have an extra.
Hey, Johnny, you want to share? Mine broke. I have Johnny share box. Here you go.
What's that?
In the best shape and it's
Oh, absolutely.
You're welcome to it.
If you'd like to.
Would you like to share it?
When you get one, you can give it back. Keep it open.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever, as long as you
5
need it.
years, I got one employee now.
We care about each other here. We have a heart for the blind. We're in.
I asked for a raise. So they took away.
Would you like a megaphone,
You
Janet?
want my megaphone?
No.
I'm loud.
Are you okay to be on camera?
Yeah.
All right.
In 5 years, I had one employee evaluation. I asked for a raise, and Michelle took away my job title. And I never got a raise. I was making $11 an hour. That's 50 cents below the minimum wage. But because there was only less than 23 employees, that's all they felt that I was fit to make.
Wow.
Although I did all the work. They let the janitors go because it cost too much, and I had to do the work.
Wow.
and they still use me as a doormat. They were trying to get rid of me so that the social programs would close down. That's all they wanted to do, but they didn't. I stayed. And then COVID, they shut down, and that was that. They got what they wanted. No social programs.
What?
It's the excuse for everything, and especially here.
It's nonprofit or anything. It's all about the money.
Yeah.
Oh, but they have nice paychecks.
Oh yeah, yeah, they still do.
Nice houses, nice paychecks, no soul.
Right.
Living below poverty level shouldn't be a choice.
That's right.
Why are they making that choice for people?
That's right.
No wonder they can't make it in the world, because you're just piling it on, and they want to do better. They want to work those jobs. They want to walk the street. They want to use their voice.
That's it.
Right.
Yep.
Thank you.
They also threaten you, the staff. You can't talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't supposed
Don't
to be
tell
mentioned
anybody
to
what you
anybody.
make.
That's a cult.
Don't tell the guy next door. Don't tell anybody you only make $11
Don't tell them how
an
much
hour.
you make.
Right. That's actually not lawful to be doing. Nobody can tell you whether or not to disclose. I was told the same thing.
Wages, and I'll tell who I want to tell.
They're
That's it.
paranoid. They're controlling. They're micromanaging. They drive good people away.
That's right.
It's called toxic workplace and bullying in the workplace. It goes on here every week. I feel sorry for anyone that still works here. There are new people here. I pray the situation changes for them. But there are fewer employees than ever before. There are fewer clients than ever before. It's a downward spiral. And if it doesn't change, if they're arrogant and conceited and refuse to change and admit they're wrong, there will be no community center for the blind.
That's right.
Yeah.
There is no community center for the blind.
That's right.
I want a sign that says honk if you can see this.
Yeah, there we go.
Honk if you can hear this.
Yeah, we need more signs. We appreciate all the volunteers that come out with their
Absolutely.
time, sacrifice, and effort to be here. How many miles you drove to be here? Our family is helping us make these signs because, it's a little hard as a blind person to make a protest sign. I hope they are highly visible. And if anyone would like to donate, more quality signs to help our movement, we're a little short.
Thank you.
But we will continue to be out here, and there's every bit of heart in those signs. So thank you to everyone who has helped us, who has stood with us, who has shared our posts on social media, who has shared the need for the blind to have a quality center for the blind. We are here in San Joaquin County. This place serves that and beyond, and we want the same for every agency for the blind. We will not stop until these things are recognized and the swamp is drained and these people are gone.
That's right.
We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want
a new board president. Tell us where the money went.
We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went.
We want a
New board president. Tell us where the money went.
Blind respect you never showed. Tell
Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada hit the road.
They bully,
Hide and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide and lie. Defund CCBVI.
Let the veil drop.
The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop.
Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
Let the clients
Grow. Administration has to go. You want me to?
DOR needs to take it more professional.
I'm sorry, there's a water shortage here.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta ration that
Please,
out.
please.
Only
Yeah, I'm
people with
handing
big
it out.
paychecks are gonna get
Got
the
it,
water.
got it.
That's right.
Way to go.
Yeah. To hell with the rich.
Got Mr. Wait, let's make sure it's on here.
If you're on Social Security, you got to deal with it.
Got Mr. Loudmouth here now. So, we have a good crowd out here. If you're from Stockton or the San Joaquin area, give me a hurrah. Yeah, I have someone here as well who's a subscriber to mine and my fiance's YouTube channel. Miss Cisco, where do you come from?
I come from Folsom, California, right outside of Sacramento, and if we got to march there, we can march there.
So,
we need to hear.
She saw the protests.
Closer to California. Get up there to the Capitol.
Yeah.
We can start here.
That's right. She came here from Folsom after watching these protests and interacting with Lori and I because she sees what's going on here. So, take a look at this. I've been thinking about this for a while now. I wonder if the thought was, oh, it's a bunch of blind people. They won't be able to gather together to protest, so we can do whatever the heck we want. No, you're absolutely wrong.
This is the 14th time we've been
14 times, and we will keep coming until change happens. As Jennifer's mentioned, there were attempts to sort this out, but they don't want to hear it. They'll delete emails if they think it's harassment and bullying. Dirty deletes. That's what we call it on the YouTube land. Dirty deletes. They'll take something that's meant to help, something that's calling out bad behavior or bad practices, and they'll say, oh, that's harassment and bullying. Just like how I was instructed to write down names and incidents of negative statements made about this place in a support group that's supposed to be confidential. But what's interesting is the things that should be confidential are not. But then you're instructed as to who you should talk to and who you shouldn't talk to. Right. You're instructed to not tell your coworkers things because they're not as trustworthy as the administration.
Oh yeah,
you're out in the field.
They know it all.
See,
Uppers.
that spells out cult, folks. Spells out cult, like Janet was mentioning, and I was told the same thing when I was working here for 6 grueling months. I loved the job, but even from the beginning, I saw that it was an abusive environment. And I'm tired of standing down to abuse. Yeah. I'm tired of just being walked on. Right. And guess what? I'm up here because this matters. I come in from Modesto. Right. Cisco's here because it matters. Everybody else is here because it matters.
It matters. Every one of us matters.
And I'm sure that the thought was, again, oh, they're a bunch of blind people. What can they do? What can't we do? That's right. We are capable. Yeah. We are competent. Yeah. We are able. Yeah. We aren't just peons who just take the crumbs that are given. No, we do deserve better. Yeah. We do work hard. Many of us are parents, some single parents, or have been in the position of single parenting without functioning eyes. However, there was a survey done some years ago asking about, if I recall, if somebody had to choose between death or going without sight. Some people would choose not to live. Folks, just because our eyes don't work doesn't mean that we can't. It doesn't mean that we're not capable. And it certainly does not mean that we are worthy of being treated as less than human by a place whose mission is supposed to be to help us grow. How in the world can you grow and have a positive mindset about getting a job if you're told that you have to suffer grueling circumstances unjustifiably because that's the sacrifice of having a privilege of a job as a blind person? No, my non-functioning eyes do not make me less human. And the same can be said for everybody else here. And it's time for not just the center, but others in the employment sector to realize that we are capable individuals. Many of us have a college education or an equivalent through independent study. We are not fools, folks. Our non-functioning eyes does not mean we can't function. We do not deserve to be treated as less than human.
No one is going to thrive or grow here unless they're a mushroom, because that's what gets dished out at CCBVI.
That's right. Toxic fungus.
You in the dark. Toxic fungus.
That's right. When you are a client in this place, and I've heard clients referred to as high maintenance, and I didn't mention names before, but I'm done with that. I'm done with that. So it needs to be specific now. As I worked here, I heard Executive Director Elsie Harada refer to clients who come to the support group as simple. Hey, if you listen to this, you came to the support group. You were classified under the blanket statement of being simple. Now, the people who I interacted with in that support group were not simple. Gotcha. Thank you. They are people. People with minds. People with intellect. They were not simple. They were human beings. But if you don't have any experience in being human toward others, you aren't going to live by those standards.
Yeah, decency
Now,
is a waste of time, apparently.
Right? Clients who came in who were driven because they want better lives, and they deserve those better lives. We have a broken system, and when we have organizations such as Community Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired who do not fulfill their mission in helping people to live more independent, successful lives, that word community needs to be slapped off the sign.
Right.
There is no community. A community is a group of people with a common mission who tries to build up others around them. Edification. It's about building people up, not tearing down. It needs to be called the slaughterhouse for the blind and visually impaired. Because many people have walked away from this place feeling broken, having less self-worth, having decreased self-esteem. Because when they did stand up for themselves, as one former client expressed to me, they're generally told, if you keep acting like this, we're going to have to reevaluate your case. That's a threat, folks. We deserve better than crumbs, and we deserve to have a voice. We shouldn't have to live under fear.
Lots of services held over your head.
Tell the message.
You ought to stop apologizing for them.
Yes.
Their concerns.
I was at an appointment there, Department of Rehabilitation last week. After reporting to them back in late 2021, my observations of the abusive and toxic environment here, to be told, oh, what's the difference in communication styles? I communicate pretty well. However, when I see abuse, I do back off because of going through abusive situations in the past. But I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Stand strong. We're with you, Bob.
While working here, I was afraid that if I spoke up, I was afraid I would lose my job. But you know what? I was given away practically a day's wage to come up here for mostly remote work, just to be told, hey, that's a sacrifice that you have to make for the privilege of having a job as a blind person. No. We deserve better than those crumbs.
It was only a power trip. It's always a power trip with them.
And you know, on the cycle of abuse and things like that, there's something called a power and control wheel. And that's what it's about. This is not a community, folks.
No.
It's a dictatorship.
Right.
A community, again, it involves collaboration. It involves working together. Key word, folks! Together! Shout it with me! Together! Together! Working together, not under the iron fist of somebody who thinks they know better, but doesn't seem to accept their own circumstances and thinks it's okay to treat their own community members as inferior. Just because some of us don't have a master's degree doesn't make us inferior.
That's right.
Just because we have different circumstances and come from different walks of life, it does not mean that we're inferior.
No.
But when it comes to a community, it's about taking different pieces and turning them to form a puzzle to make an even more beautiful picture. But what this place is fragmented. The employee morale is down the drain. Employees discouraged from talking to other employees unless you're a yes man, unless you're on the same page, unless they don't think that you're a threat or a troublemaker. Well, this group of people out here is not a group of troublemakers. It's a group of clients, a group of former staff, a group of family members who support them and who have watched them. My fiance, Lori, who is on the other side of the screen streaming this for us right now, she saw what I went through for 6 months here. March 25th led to me going to the hospital with symptoms consistent with a mini stroke. Never in my life was I on long-term medications. Now I'm on blood pressure medication. And now I am on antidepressants because I had to talk to my doctor because I needed help.
Yes.
This place is a massive contributor to that. You should not come to a place that has community on the side and feel like you're being slaughtered, folks. Change.
They take advantage of people. They know that the blind have a 70% unemployment rate.
That's right.
And to see so many leave with no job to go to speaks volumes.
That's right.
I tried my best when I worked there. I did marketing and outreach, and I got sick of legitimizing this place, knowing what was going on behind closed doors. I thought I could make a better difference from the outside, but I couldn't afford to do that until my husband helped me step out of this. He saw what it did to me every day coming home from work. The stress never left.
I have a question, but only they can answer it from in there. But they won't. They couldn't even comment or be on camera on the news because they don't discuss personnel issues. Well, us former personnel will be happy to discuss that.
Yes.
But let me ask you this. You boast about having 100 clients. What is your success rate?
Yes.
What is your success rate? What do you have to show for that?
Yes.
Besides trying to coerce people to write phony letters giving you credit for their jobs when they walk out, having less self-worth than when they walked in. That, folks, should not be the case. What is your success rate in here?
Tell us. Yes.
See, a lot of places will give you a success rate. So many graduates of this program, such and such percentage, find successful employment. What is your success rate?
Why have the same 2 client stories been on their page for over 2 years, 3 years? Don't they have anything new that's good to report?
I'm sure they will after today.
Can't they see what's going on?
No, because their eyes and their soul are a lot more blurred than the eyes of us who have gone through the hell that has been brought on by the toxicity in this place.
Yes.
And it's time for change
Yes.
Right.
because we do deserve better.
Yes.
Community should mean something.
Yes.
Not, oh, we don't want you here because you're part of an organization that we don't agree with, even though we're going to pay for our director to be a part of that organization for appearances.
To get cover, to try to spy, not for
That's right.
genuine belief in the philosophy of that organization.
Yes.
I may be mistaken on the word, but I believe that that's called collusion.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's watching and you're from the NFB, oh, believe me, I've had my issues with the NFB, but the thing is, they do some good things.
Yeah.
They help. I'm not going to get into that, but for an administration to have told an employee, that being me, we were concerned about hiring you because we saw that you were affiliated with the NFB. Well, the same executive director who's stating those words is a member of the NFB, whose membership, that $5 annually, is being paid by the center. What does that say, folks? Listen, Lori and I on YouTube, we've talked about it because it happens out there in the virtual world as well. If people come into your chats on YouTube and they act like they're supporting you, but then they're on another channel bashing you,
It's a troll.
that says a lot. It's called trolling, folks. It's called trolling. To be a member of an organization and to bash that organization
It's a
at
troll.
the same time, that's trolling. That's trolling out here outside of the virtual world, folks. And it happens here at Community Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired. They've mentioned negative about NFB members coming inside. I wonder if that's why their doors are locked, because they're afraid of positive philosophy being spread to other clients, because that takes away their ability to control the narrative and their ability to boost up the ones who they think are capable, even though that's not their choice.
No.
They do not know the hearts of the individuals who walk through those doors. They can't even walk through those doors anymore because there's a lock and there's a ring doorbell right up there on that front door.
To listen to everybody, but not to come out and greet the public.
That's
not
right.
To comment.
And then she's not even part of the local chapter. She's part of the chapter.
That's right. Right. This is a place whose,
Stop the madness!
that's right. This is a place whose eyes of the soul are closed.
Right.
They do not care. They do not truly care. They tell the staff clients first, but when they want something from you, I'll reschedule that client. We need you to do this. How is that helping to build the clients up? Clients should come first.
It breaks them down.
That's right.
We denied our board candidates because of NFB affiliation. At the first meeting we had with them, I said, is there a problem with NFB members serving on the board? She said, we have confidentiality concerns. Are you saying blind people can't maintain confidentiality?
Wow.
That's not what I'm saying. What does that have to do with NFB membership?
Yes.
It sounds like the old operations manager who told us, tell a friend, tell a blind person, and it's all over town. Telephone, tell a friend, right, David?
You know what's crazy about that, Jen?
Yeah.
That executive director Elsie Harada in front of me
People go by.
has said, you know, keep confidence and you can't trust talking to other employees,
Right.
and at the same time speaking badly about those employees herself behind their backs
To everybody.
Yeah.
to everybody.
There's no confidentiality here, and
No.
they cry confidentiality all the time as an excuse for not being transparent.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're the first to talk about you in front of other people or behind your back.
Yeah.
They're as transparent as the Mississippi River.
That's right.
I'm gonna pass this back to you, Jen.
You can chant again. You can get a drink of water.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
I just don't want to be dominating the whole.
Oh no. Does anybody else want to talk? Anybody else want to speak?
Miss Sonny, you don't have nothing to
Do you have
say?
your bullhorn?
No, I don't have
Hey.
You want to say something, Miss Sonny?
Husani, do you want a bullhorn? You want to say something?
Your taxes, donations.
Support blind degradation. Your taxes, donations. Support blind degradation. Your taxes, donations. Support blind degradation. Taxes, donations. Support blind degradation.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? We want an audit.
Where
Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go?
we want
An audit. Where did the money go?
They bully, hide, and lie.
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
Let the veil
Drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop.
Let the clients grow.
Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new
Board
board
president, tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went.
We want a new board president.
Blind respect you never show.
Show. Tell Harada, hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada, hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada, hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada, hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack.
Fix the blind center.
I deserve better. Fix
The blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better. Fix the blind center. The blind deserve better.
Be open.
Be kind and listen to the blind.
Be open.
Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind and listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind
And listen to the blind. Be open. Be kind.
and listen to the blind.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? Oh, you're good. We want an audit. Where did the money go?
We want
An audit. Where did the money go? We want an audit. Where did the money go? We
your taxes,
donations support blind degradation. Your taxes, donations support blind degradation.
Your taxes,
Donations support blind degradation.
your taxes,
Donations support blind degradation.
We're standing up
for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
We're standing up for Bob.
They made me quit my job.
They made me quit. They made Janet quit, and they tried to get Miguel
Tried
fired.
to get me fired from my job at the school district. They emailed supervisors because I sent them a letter about how disappointed I was with them, and I also shared a ton of ideas. And like I said, they probably still have the letter because they had so many ideas. And then I also let them know that I was going to file a complaint. But they sent a letter to the special ed director at the time, and they said I was bullying them by sending a letter sharing my disappointment and ideas that my suggestions. They said my suggestions were bullying and harassing. And they even titled the letter back to the supervisors of my supervisors as a threat. And again, Jen read it, others read it, and there was no threat in it at all. It had no bullying nature of it. The letter had no. It was a bullying. Nothing in it was bullying.
Yeah.
And again, and say that we're the ones threatening, harassing, and they're the ones bullying us.
Lack of accountability.
That's called projecting. They're projecting it back.
Projecting.
That's right.
So they were doing that, and again, my supervisors, nothing came up of it because they read the letter. But again, I want to keep calling out DOR because they've been apologizing for them for far too long. The professional, there's an unprofessional relationship with the executive director and DOR. They need to come in and see what's really going on. And instead of denying the concerns, instead of saying, well, I didn't hear about that, I never heard about that, and yet we share with them email after email and sharing concerns, and they keep saying, well, that's not good for the community. What's good for the community is, the blind know what's good for the community.
Putting employees and clients in a toxic environment is not good for the blind community.
Yeah, putting employees and clients in there, So DOR is saying, the former counselor, other counselors, we're saying that, it's not good for our youth to advocate for themselves. It's not good for, what do you mean by that? It's not good for the community. We want to change. We want a better atmosphere. We want a say at every level. We want to be welcome here. We want our blind babies welcome here. We want clients, our seniors welcome here. We want just people, blind, visually impaired of all ages, welcome here.
That's right.
People are even willing to volunteer like we always have and support each other, but you can't even use the space.
Yeah, we want volunteers welcome here. They're bullies. They wouldn't let the TBI see his own kids at a park because his fingerprinting was done. He had fingerprinting done with the school district or his students, and they said, "Oh, you can't come near your students at the park."
Wow.
Because he hadn't gone through there. They're through.
Thank you.
Just through their system. Of being checked, but he was. Control.
That's right.
We need a new director. We need a new board president. We need new people on the board. We want blind representation.
And we need a say in all of that. We need to check out the candidates because we have been screwed over in that department for years.
That's right.
With faulty candidates. And the same board president has been
over this board for over a dozen years. Over 3 people that have abused and neglected the blind. And she will not listen. She is a big part of the problem.
Right.
The executive director that they have right now was placed in over our strong objections, completed replacement.
Thank you.
She was continually promoted instead of fired, made to apologize or correct her behavior. And they put her in over our expressed written concerns and objections. We need her gone. We need someone with a heart in charge of this organization. Someone like Joni Bauer, we would stand behind as an acting director while a genuine search for a candidate that is vetted by the blind community and community stakeholders is held. But this board president, Judy Howell, needs to go. This executive director, Elsie Harada, needs to go.
That's right.
And anyone that thinks they have a right to be here after everything that has happened needs to go with them.
Right.
We run a center for the blind. We are not trying to tear this place down. They need to take the problem and cut it off at the head.
That's right.
We are willing to invest ourselves as we always had in the betterment of the blind, but there is no environment for us here. We're not allowed in. We're not allowed to be part of the process. We help on the outside, But this is where your taxes are going. This is where the state is using those taxes to fund trainings, small virtual trainings that are not doing much for many blind people in your county.
There's no kitchen. The kitchen needs to be at the old place. Right?
Oh, it's very small. Very small.
Yes, this is half the size of the bought, paid off, and donated building we used to have, which had a full training kitchen. It had an apartment layout. It had a backyard. It had a huge hall that could be used for events, fundraisers, dances, programs, exercise. You can't even make noise here because it's surrounded by law offices. You got in trouble for laughing because there's too much noise. Richard Aguilera used to come and play music for us from Land Magic. You can't do that here. You can't have a barbecue. You can't play horseshoes. You can't do anything at this place. And you know, normally we would do our rehabilitative classes, but then people would meet, mentor each other, help each other with their phones, you know, talk about the things of the day, family concerns, life as a blind person. There is nowhere to fellowship here. There is no sense of community here. We need it back the way it is, the way it was. We remember. Some of us have been part of this for decades, and we remember.
There's no mentorship here for our youth.
Right. We were told that we could not be around the youth who wanted to volunteer in part of the summer camps. Oh no, you need to be, you know, background checked. We offered to be background checked. We still were not allowed. Wow. Even we offered to pay for our own background check. We were still not allowed.
Thank you.
What is it they're afraid of? That the blind youth might have expectations and hope for the future? Or should they just be satisfied with the crumbs? We've gone to the board before and said, you know, you should have an open annual meeting. They've done a fake, quote, open annual meeting. The invitation is buried on an internal website on a client calendar. If you happen to find it, jump through 50 hoops, you would be issued the Zoom info to participate. We haven't seen anyone from the genuine community participating in those meetings. The last one lasted 10 minutes, and they refused to include their 80-year-old client board representative for the third year in a row after her accommodations request, because she cannot use Zoom. She cannot use a smartphone. They have a conference call system, but they would not use that. They just ignored her request, and this is disgraceful.
Agreed.
This is a place for the blind. The ADA applies here too.
Hey, can we laugh at them? They can't make you not laugh here. Come
Right.
on.
Laugh it out.
Ha ha ha.
They merchandise the community for their own gain.
Right, you get pimped out.
Thank you.
All the photos on the website are from a long time ago. The volunteer page still says you can come here and volunteer to drive. There's no clients to drive. There's no ceramics program anymore. It says you can come help with ceramics.
No cooking class.
There's nothing. They got rid of Janet Whitehouse, our activities director, who was the only employee with a heart here, who spent time with us, who valued us, who helped us. They could have kept her on during the pandemic to provide virtual games, activities, fellowship opportunities, and educational opportunities. They let her go with a quickness because they have no intention of bringing back social and recreational opportunities.
No barbecues, no basketball, no horseshoes,
Nothing.
nothing.
They crapped on our beat baseball team. They tried to kill the program. They got jealous of it. They wanted to punish us with taking away our services again. So they said we couldn't use the name, and they locked up our 8-year-old moldering equipment in a shed and said, that's it. But a couple team members from Escalon went and fought their way into a board meeting, and I guess guilt tripped the right person to give us that ancient equipment back.
It was ours anyway.
It was ours. The Modesto people gave it to us.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm surprised they didn't sell it. They just couldn't find the market.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they sold everything out from under us, our building, our equipment. Yes, honey?
Did we ever get our plaque with our beat ball MVP plaque? Did they ever give us that, or did they sell that or throw that
It
away?
took me forever to get that stuff back, but I was persistent, so I got some of our stuff that used to be on the walls and proudly displayed. But 2011 was the last time our team went to the World Series, sponsored by the center. They didn't have to give us money, you know. They could have just said, we don't want to sponsor you, or it was nice to use the nonprofit status. That was convenient. They could have said, this isn't working, find another partner. No, they wanted to kill and crush our program, but we have kept it going. We have practice this Saturday.
20 years.
20 years. 20 years. in Stockton, teams from Taiwan and all around the U.S. It's important to have social, physical, mental, and recreational opportunities for the blind to excel. When you get to compete as part of a team, most lawyers and a lot of successful professionals are professional athletes because you can bring that drive to what you do. This is how you meet, you travel, you connect with people, and we always have something positive to speak about. Include the blind and sighted community. Partnerships out there. We will be at Atherton Park, 1978 Quail Lakes Drive this Saturday from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. We supply the blindfolds if you'd like to watch or take a swing at baseball for the blind. We've kept it going. We have the NFB. We have many groups in the community. We are part of many groups in this community, in government agencies. We give back. We help. They don't want us here. Why don't they want us here? You can ask any other agency or organization I'm part of. I'm a contributing member. Why wouldn't they want me here?
Yep. It's
the blind have a lot to give.
It's supposed to be about convergence, but it's about divergence with them.
They bully, hide, and lie.
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Blind respect you never showed. Tell
Harada, hit the road. Blind respect you never show. Tell Harada, hit the road.
Blind
Respect you never show. Tell Harada, hit the road.
You never showed. Tell Harada, hit the
Hey
road.
Jen, can I borrow that?
Hit the road. This is it for people.
Coming out towards
Thank you.
Empty pockets. Can you see that? Can you see it?
That's right.
There you go.
If you're watching this, if you're
Want to eat somewhere? I bet you do.
if you're watching this right now on Facebook
Pockets,
or YouTube,
pockets. Those two.
and you are in the San Joaquin Valley or surrounding area, and you're a visually impaired or a family member is, one way that you can help defund, you have a right, if you're a client of the Department of Rehabilitation, to request a different vendor for training. And if you're watching this and you see the reality of it, I mean, it was broadcast on ABC 10, and the executive director, Elsie Harada, couldn't even come on camera because they don't discuss personnel issues. No, it's more so about send a statement, but it's so as to say, we aren't going to personally take accountability for this because it's just a bunch of troublemakers, but yet the crowd is growing. But yet, this is being broadcast to people in Australia, in the East Coast, the Midwest, over here in the West Coast and other places around the world on multiple different platforms. It's streaming it when we are up here. Other people see this. It's not a small group. There are people supporting. There are people in the chat on YouTube and on Facebook right now who see this going on. And as a client of Department of Rehabilitation, and you see this going on, if you want positive growth in your life until things change here, you have the right to request a different vendor. It should be about convergence, about coming together and building something better, something brighter, not about divergence, which is tearing apart, going in different directions, conflict. That is divergence, folks.
Yes, it is.
And it's time for us to stop being cash cows simply because our eyes don't work. Because amongst the blind community, with that astoundingly high unemployment rate, unfortunately, along with that comes abusive relationships, fears of being alone because of your eyes not working. If you don't have proper training, you aren't going to live as independent of a life, and you're going to feel that you have a need for somebody to be in your life to help. And guess what? Administration such as this, they play on that. They exploit the heck out of it. And they make money off of it, while having you walk out the door feeling like less of a being.
You want to raise your expectations for the blind. Because
That's right.
blindness is not what holds you back, and we can show you a better way to live the life you want.
They don't teach social skills here. They don't teach self-advocacy skills here.
That's right.
No job placement.
No.
Should be about raising the bar, not playing a game of limbo at somebody else's benefit.
Right.
Shouldn't be how low can we make them go while we make ourselves high off of the profits coming in as a private, nonprofit. Listen, nonprofit should be about the people. But unfortunately, that's one of the things that seems to be out the window with not just this place, but others. People. Others. But it's not about others. It's about we as the administration. What kind of check can we win from the Rotary Club today? What kind of raffle can we win? What can we do to make ourselves look good and present a positive sense of public relations while at the same time bashing the people who our mission statement says we're supposed to serve, says we're supposed to foster growth in their lives. But we're going to have them walk out feeling less than human, feeling like they're just as dependent on us. That's what they say in the unspoken code. It's not about independence. It's about dependence on a broken system. And it's time for that system to be fixed. It's time for people to be pushed and to have the bar raised so that people can have a hope of a brighter future instead of being felt as though they have to submit to someone without having their case evaluated, without wondering if they're going to get kicked out, without being made to feel like, oh, well, if you want to work, you just need to accept this. You need to accept the abuse. Listen, folks. Listen, if you know somebody who's in a harmful situation, are you going to tell them to stay there and keep taking it? Or are you going to tell them to get out? Get out. Because if change isn't going to happen, then you need to get out. Get out. Now, we don't, like Jen said, we don't want this place to go down. There is so much potential here. But it has to be intentionally chosen. The people.
Supportive.
It's about the people. It's about others. It's about the word that is not adhered to on that sign. And that word is community. There is no community here. It's a dictatorship. It's authoritarian. Cult-like circumstances. When you're told, oh, don't talk to this such and such a group. You can talk to us. Right.
Everything I read about that.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Stand up and don't be afraid. Come on. Speak up. Stand out. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. You don't need to be a cash cow. You can make something of yourselves. You don't have to come into a place walking out feeling less than human because of the way you're treated. And it's time for change, and we will not stop. We will not shut our mouths. Our eyes may not work on the outside, but they are wide open on the inside, folks. And our mouths work, and our voices work. And we will find a way to be out here and keep this going on. We will not stop until change happens. If the neighbors are upset about it, talk to the administration over here. We want change. We don't want to be out here doing this. We want to actively participate in helping to build a positive community, but we are being shunned from doing that because we have a different way of thinking. We are not the yes people. I was told and heard spoken about me that there was an employee here whose name I won't mention, and I heard that I was supposed to be that person's replacement because of my skills, but then my skills started being tarnished. My reputation started being tarnished because I walked away. Hey, guess what, Elsie? I'm not the replacement because I'm different. I'm different. And if I never find a job again, then I'll make my own business. And I'll do what you can't do. And I will help people because I care about people. Those of us out here, we care because we see the potential in others that you can't. Your eyes might work better than ours. You may have that master's degree, but that doesn't give you a heart.
No. You can't put a price on heart.
Here you go, Jeff.
Okay. Good job.
They even do that to volunteers, huh, Robert? They do that to volunteers. That's what they've done to us for so many years. When we tried to be the secretary here, we tried to help them out in different ways. Same thing.
Make sure we're back against the grass, you guys, except for Bob, in case people want to walk through.
Go back against the grass. Jennifer, halfway.
Yes, sir.
Found out a couple of days ago, I got authorization that was cleared by DOR and by CCBVI for them to actually help me with job training and searching for employment. And that was authorized back in March, and I never got a phone call or anything about it.
I can tell you stories about that as an ex-personnel.
I know they complained about you forever, but then they were willing to write you a letter of recommendation to get you the hell out of there because you asked questions and stand up for yourself.
Yeah, you know why? Back in the old WWE days, there's this wrestler who went by Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. And his intro song, for anybody who remembers, it goes, money, 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 money.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price.
Honey, oh honey, yeah, got to get your hand on some, yeah. Should be ashamed of yourself. Come on.
That's their theme song.
Yeah. CCBVI, please do not lie. Tell us what it's about. Honey, it's about that money, money, money.
Yeah.
And they're still collecting it now.
Let the veil drop. The
Exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil drop. The exploitation has to stop. Let the veil grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go. Let the clients grow. Administration has to go.
Let the
Clients grow. Administration has to go.
We want an audit.
Where did the money go? We want an audit.
Where
Did the money go? We want an audit.
Where did the money go?
We want an audit. Where did the money go?
Your taxes.
Donations. Support blind degradation. Your taxes. Donations. Support blind degradation. Your taxes. Donations. Support blind degradation. Taxes. Donations. Support blind degradation.
They bully, hide,
And
and
lie.
lie.
Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI. They bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
They
Bully, hide, and lie. Defund CCBVI.
We're Stockton Blind Alliance. We're
Standing up to help the clients. Stockton Blind Alliance.
Standing up to help the clients.
Stockton Blind Alliance. Standing up to help the clients. Stockton Blind Alliance. We're standing up to help the clients.
You can find Stockton Blind Alliance on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Call us 209-200-8589 or email stocktonblindalliance@gmail.com. We want to help you. We appreciate your help and support. We will advocate for you or share in the advocacy for these members that have been impacted, our families. Everyone knows how we feel from being here. You can't hide it. You try to hide it, but you can always show the signs of this toxic environment.
That's right.
Some of us are trying to recover from that still because they've never done anything appropriate to address it.
Yeah.
They never punish the wrongdoers.
Yeah.
They never get help for the people that have been harmed.
Yeah.
They cover it up. They sweep it under the rug and shut you up.
Yeah.
We're tired of it. We will not be silenced. We will not go away.
Never.
That's right.
Faithfully. You want the whole room?
Sure.
Can we get a picture?
I can take a picture of y'all.
Like that.
Or wait. Actually, I can't.
We have a different crowd of people. So
Let's see.
if we could get a picture with the signs, because I keep using the same old one.
Right.
Since we have a good group.
Is anybody able to take a picture? Or actually, if somebody has a phone, I can take a picture of y'all.
Yeah, I have my phone.
I know my battery's about to go.
I'll take a picture.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it.
Let's see.
I turned the voiceover off so whenever you're ready, it's open on camera. Just if we could get a big group, that would be another good picture.
Use that for one of our signs.
Hey guys, tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president.
Tell us
Gotcha.
where the money went.
We want a new board president. Tell us where the money went. We want a new board president. Tell us where.
You never showed. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind
Respect you never showed. Tell Harada hit the road. Blind respect you never showed. Tell Harada hit the road.
Blind respect
You never showed. Tell Harada hit the road.
Hit the road, Jack.
See, that's what we need.
Let us know when you're ready.
With this mic so we can play that
I know.
on the stereo.
We miss you, Joe. We miss you, Sonia.
Where you going? Do you need a
Can we do one where
cake?
we're looking at you? Everybody's looking this way. Okay, Sally's gonna take a picture of us not in action.
Boys, stay on the
Oh.
sidewalk.
So
I'll
if you
come up
can
here.
group up close with your sign.
Just hey Jen,
Yeah.
I want to wrap up the stream. I think
Okay.
because we're about 10 minutes out.
Okay.
Hey hon, I think we'll wrap it up because my phone battery is about to die.
Thank you.
You still there, hon?
Oh no, come on.
Uh-oh.
Come here, please.
Yeah.
One, two,
Is there
three.
angry eyes or what is it? Yes.
Are we smiling or no? Yes.
Or angry eyes.
You want
Burgers.
You want to?
Or is it angry face?
What's that, hon?
Okay, one more.
Yeah. Go ahead and wrap it up. If anybody's watching and you want to show some support,
Ready?
feel free to join us on YouTube at Stockton Blind Alliance, also on Facebook and Twitter. You can email us at stocktonblindalliance@gmail.com or call 209-200-8589. And thank you all for coming out and showing your virtual support. And I'll see you out on the normal broadcast tonight.
Can we get one with all the
Take care.
Yeah, because I have like 3 showing.